I am in the studio right now with a singer, songwriter from Wolverhampton who's been making some waves actually all across the globe. And his name is Trey. How you doing, Trey?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I am good. I am a bit cold because it is a bit nippy. My days. And I can tell you don't like the cold.
Nah, I hate it, man.
Who does? Who does? You were just saying off air that you're thinking about a holiday.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Anywhere in particular?
Yeah, probably I want to go to Spain, Greece, somewhere. Or probably, you know what? JA, actually.
JA, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
I wasn't far from there a couple of weeks back. I was in Cuba. And yeah, man.
So I wouldn't even mind that.
Yeah, Cuba's good. Cuba's good. Very nice. Very nice. The weather is very hot. It was 30s up there. So yeah, man, it was good. Nice little thing before Christmas. But anyway, I need to get to know you, man. I need to let our listeners get to know you as well. So basically, I've been playing your music for, I would say, about a month now.
Yeah.
I have been a bit late on the whole Rolling with Trey movement. The song that we've currently had as our track of the month, which is On the Low, is the sort of introduction to the users, to our listeners, sort of knowing what's going on. So, I thought I'll get you in. So thank you for coming. Tell me, where are you from?
Man, I'm from Wolverhampton, but like Bushbury sides.
Bushbury sides. What was the school that you sort of went to?
I went to, infant school and that, it was Whitgrave, and then obviously secondary school, it was St. Chad's.
Okay, now that is a regular school that a lot of the artists who have been coming on this show have gone to. I believe Sophie Lou went to that school as well. It seems like a lot of talent's coming out of that school.
Yeah, man.
So tell me this, when did you sort of think, yo, I'm going to get into this music thing?
Well, to me, it was at an early age. Like, I actually started this music thing when I was like 5 years old because of my older brothers and that.
Yes, I understand that your family.
Yeah, they had their own studios, both of them. Like, do you know what I mean? So, if I went there to visit or anything like that, it was, yo, you're not coming there to visit and sit down. You're coming there to record and do a tune.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So it was like, all right, cool. It's kind of like forced into it, but I wanted to do it anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I was happy with that.
And that is the thing as well. A lot of guys who've come on here, they do tend to have a family full of artists, and that's what sort of goes in there. So it's in the blood, as it was. All right, then. So did you play any instruments, or was it just the singing?
I actually used to play guitar and that for a bit. Yeah. And then obviously times get rough and that with like your family and that. My mom couldn't afford like the guitar lessons no more, so I just thought, you know what, the only second best thing to me is my voice. You get me?
Yeah.
So I'll just carry on using that.
Okay.
You get me?
And what did you do? Did you do music in school, or did you do it just in the studios around where you in your house?
I find it kind of mad because when I think about school days, I'll be honest, half of my classes I probably wasn't in because I was skiving going to music department. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
That was where I was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every lesson I'll probably go there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was just something that I just wanted to do. Like I did do it in school and that, but the only reason I never got to take an exam in that is because I felt ill. Like, do you know what I mean?
Okay, so now we've gone into a subject that I did want to touch on. So when you fell ill, what was that, if you mind me going into that?
It was basically an osteosarcoma, which is basically a different type of cancer. Like you got like different ones, like you got leukemia, you got sickle cell. Yeah. It's like one of them, but like more to do with you, like your bone and that. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So how old was you when that happened?
I was only like 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. Then.
I think I just turned 15. Yeah.
So you were due to finish school and you were going into you were going to college.
Year 9.
Year 9 it was. Okay then. So that's when you stopped going to school and it was more hospitals and stuff. Okay then.
I was in hospital for like it was like 6-7 months.
Wow. Okay then. And you pulled through.
Yeah.
What would you say was what helped you to pull through?
Literally, it sounds a bit corny me just saying music. Yeah. It was that, as well as family members, you know what I mean? Certain individuals come to see me, but mainly for me it was music because I was writing music whilst I was ill. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And anytime that like my treatment is done, I'll get like 2-3 days off. Yeah. I'll go to the studio and record a little something. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Just to take your mind off things
just
to escape.
Literally, do you know what I mean? Okay. I'll talk about things that I saw in the hospital. Like I made friends with people in there, and then I'd wake up next morning and they're dead. Like it's like wow. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of harsh, but at the same time, it gave me a cook up the bum.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So it's like,
and you're getting them kind of life lessons at 16, 15 kind of age. So it's like, it's early for a lot of people as well.
you're not really thinking about that at that age.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So for me personally, I can say in some ways it did help me a lot because I was around the wrong crowd at the same time.
Okay.
You get me? So it did turn my life around fully and change me as a person.
Okay. So at about 15, 16 now, you're back to health, or you're recovering.
Yeah.
And I understand that you started boxing.
Yeah.
This is when I first sort of took note of you as well. Before the music, really, I was following you on Instagram, and I see the videos that it's posting, and I'm like, yo, man, go boxing, yo. So go on about that then. So in your press kit that you sent me, it talks about how boxing is something again of a release, to show that you're a fighter, not just in battling through the
more
illness.
or less the boxing thing. I'll be honest with you, I mainly started that because obviously as I was growing up, I've always wanted to do fighting. Yeah. But my mum never knew which type of style of fighting I wanted to do, so she put me in karate and all them things, but I never stuck to it. I knew that I did want to do boxing, but when at a young age, I didn't know it was boxing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And as well as that, my dad used to do it. Okay. Do you know what I mean? My dad was an amateur. If you've heard of the promoter called Frank Warren, was it, wanted to sign my dad.
He's about Box Nation.
Yeah. He wanted to sign my dad for my dad to go professional, but obviously back in them times, he never got the chance to because obviously his dad and whatnot. But that's another reason why I thought, you know what, boxing's another path for me. You know what I mean? If I don't make it in the music, that's something else that I'm good at. So just keep pushing them both. You know what I mean? And whichever one blows up, then blows up.
Well, blood, I try, but that's just to get my belly down. I don't go as serious as you do. You get me, but I do like it, and I'm a bit gassed right now because I just heard that Joshua's fighting Parker. Yeah. So me and Apostle's been going to all of the matches, so we'll be definitely going to Cardiff for that one. So yeah, man. All right then. So boom, back to the music now. You've been recording a lot of music. The video that you did is really good with On the Low. I want to touch on what you did when you got to go to America. How did that happen?
Basically, my cousin Chris Static must have been linking up with one DJ called DJ Unknown or something like that. Okay. And then basically he put me on to him and he said, yo, basically we got a show in Birmingham, so come down like to the show and that, and more or less basically kind of like a talent show. Okay. So basically it's a mad way it happens to. I've gone down there because I was in Brum anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I've gone down there, last minute thing, bam. Everyone's performed and that, and then obviously he must have said, boom, I won the competition and that, and then bam, he says, yo, well, you got to fly out to Summer Jam this Friday coming. I was like, what? Like, what the heck?
So
like,
you didn't even
I keep sticking it on me like, nah, like, no, you get me? I just gone there to just go do what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know what the prize was. So as soon as it stuck at me like that, I thought, yo, you gassing. Like, you get me? And then boom.
And obviously they paid for everything.
Yeah.
Mad.
Travel was mad though, because we didn't head straight there. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As we got there, we've had to go to where was we? We was in Amsterdam for a day. Yeah. Then we went there. Then after that, we went to Canada. Then we went to France, and then we came back here.
Jeez, you. Know what I mean? And were you performing in each place, or was it just that you had?
It was more or less like stop-offs and meeting people.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Meeting their connects. Like, it was like, whoa.
Wow.
Trust me, man, it's mad.
So from that year, you've come back now, with a next hunger now, because you've seen a little taste of what's can happen. You get me? And then you started working with which producers?
Like, what's the name? Scott Supreme and Scott Styles. I've kind of always like messed with them guys for beats. Like I was messing with them like before they even made Whipping Excursion for gigs and that. Do you know what I mean? I was there saying to Scott Supreme and them, man, I was there saying to them guys that they should be going to mess with them people. They're in London at this current moment. Do you know what I mean? So boom, and then it took off for them, man. And obviously we still keep in contact, we still talk and that. That's good. Do you know what I mean?
So in regards to your type of music, what is your sound? How would you describe it?
Well, my sound, realistically, everything like I sing about and stuff like that is more or less to do with my life. Do you know what I mean? So I just try to keep it real as possible. I don't like beating around no corners and acting, you get me, saying all this fake stuff. There's no point, because to me, if you can't relate to it, then it's pointless. Do you know what I mean?
So what is your sort of process when it comes to choosing a beat and a sound? Because I get this more. It's more of trap soul. That's what I sort of think your sound is sort of described like. But I don't know. How would you describe it?
You know what? To me, it depends, you know, because if a beat doesn't catch me within 3 seconds in, I won't listen to the rest of the beat.
Yeah.
I just know which beats are for me and which beats are not for me.
Yeah.
I can actually do any beat though.
Okay.
You get me? As long as it catches me at 3 seconds in, then
Yeah.
you get me? Good to go.
So as long as it moves you.
Yeah.
Okay then. So bass heavy music or bass heavy music.
Bass heavy. Kind of, yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I've listened, you get me? So I think it has to get your belly going woo woo, and
it has to make you feel some sort of way inside, innit?
Yeah. Okay then, cool. So we are now up to the present, okay? No, actually, no. Let's talk about what you have out right now. So before you get to your new stuff, what have you got out now? So if people want to catch up, what would you
basically, say? I've got mixtapes with my brother K-Stats, K-Corp. I've got EP, Stay Winning, Always Winning.
Yeah.
And then I've got Exhale. I recorded that. You can actually get that on SoundCloud.
Okay.
And then bam, coming up to what I've got right now is Inhale.
Okay.
I took my time with that because obviously, you know what I mean.
Exhale, Inhale.
Yeah.
What's the reasoning behind them names?
Well, Exhale, that was more of a like just finishing treatment kind of thing, and we get everything off my mind kind of thing. So it's like,
yeah.
And then Inhale is like basically, everything that's going on around me now that people don't know, I want you to listen to it and take it in.
Do you know what
I mean?
Right then, that's a sick name. A way to describe it then. Sick. All right then. So, any features, any people you're working with that you're sort of saying, yeah man, you gotta check these guys out as well.
I was definitely gonna give a shout out to Little Hits.
Yeah.
Definitely, because
I need to get him in actually.
Most definitely, because was it the day before yesterday? I did a tune for him. Tune's a banger. That's what I gotta say.
What,
tune's a banger.
At the Beatsabar studio.
Yeah. Tune's a banger.
No way.
Definitely, he's doing bits.
Yeah.
I got a shout out to my brother as well, K-Stats.
Yeah.
You get me? As well as that, I did hear one of Soulful Lou's tunes actually on the podcast. So shout out to yourself as well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know, everyone in Wolves is actually doing bits. You know what I mean? Now
let's touch on that as well, because basically we were in the studio talking about how we feel that the Wolves team can work together, but there are certain things, feels that you feel. Go on.
Yeah, basically, for me personally, I've reached out to quite a few artists in my time and that, and I haven't got the rest. They'll say to me, yeah, come we'll do a tune.
Yeah.
And then when it gets down to the nitty and gritty, it's like, or I'll send you something and you don't get back to me. It's like, what's that all about?
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of like mixed signals kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, if you ain't really feeling me like that, then tell me. And just be real. Yeah, just be real. Like,
there's a song that SX had at his show that I was at, and I've always liked that one. It's the one that goes, "Don't show me love if it ain't real."
Well, I heard that,
but that's
if that's one of the lines in that, salute to him. Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it's like, if you don't feel me, just say it. You get me? But don't make me think that you are when you know. But then we were talking about that some people could actually think that because they're not there yet, they think by bringing somebody else who might take a bit of their shine, they feel a bit threatened or something.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, if people like people, then you can't really stop that.
Yeah, exactly.
At all, you can't, because all right, for instance, if they don't hear that other person's music through them, they could hear it through someone else. Yeah. Then what happens?
Yeah.
Either way, then people are gonna go in it.
Yeah, it's
there. You're gonna go. There you go. So realistically, everyone's fans is everyone's fans.
Yeah.
People can't really turn around and say, boom, nah, I'm not promoting such a person because they're doing better than me. That don't make no sense, because that person could bring you in a different opportunity and help you out.
Yeah, exactly.
You get me?
And for me, I always hear the scripture in the Bible that says, "Love thy neighbor as thyself." So I've always thought that if you've got people in your own area, your neighbors, we've got to work together. We've got to love each other, man.
I think
it could only win.
I think that's why the Wolves scene isn't getting as much publicity as like the London scene.
Yeah, I know.
That's why. But when I think about it, I ain't gonna lie, some of our tunes are way better than theirs, you know.
It's true.
Real talk, like we've actually got more like flavour, more juice, do you know what I mean? We've got that, like. Yeah. But it's just a simple factor. Of course, everyone's on this stingy thing saying, nah, I don't want to share and boom, no one don't want to bring in and all of that. It's just basically you You're messing up everyone, like, you get me?
It's stalling a lot.
Yeah, it's stalling everyone.
See, and I do believe, I'm a firm believer in us building our own platforms, building our own movements.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, you know, I've thought about that. Yeah. Like Wolves having their own thing, or just the West Midlands having their thing.
Yeah.
Because it seems like I'm not gonna like name drop certain media platforms are only supporting the London artists. I don't get why.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to make a platform, that's basically you're trying to create something for people to basically show their talent in it. You get me? So I don't get why you're only showing that one area when you've got the rest of England, with probably better talent, and you're not even going to showcase that. So it's just like, what the hell?
The North is being left to its own devices, but I do think they're trying. They are trying to open doors. They tried with the Grime Daily North thing, but that sort of did seem like a par. So they've now got rid of it, and now everybody's just getting onto Grime Daily as they see fit.
It's just GRM, innit?
Yeah. And it's like Link Up, they're letting in lots of people. Little Hits is on there regular. You get me? So they're opening up. They're opening
just slowly
up.
though, man.
It has been very slow. But it's a process. All right then. Well, boom. We're nearing the end of this little chat. I need to find out, what do you sort of want to say, or anything that we might have missed, or you might have wanted to touch on again?
Not really, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you want the listeners to wait and get ready for?
My album.
Okay, you were saying that. You can't wait. Go on.
I'm excited about it, to be honest. So far, I'm what, three tunes in, recording it, you get me? But I practically almost writ it all.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But it's just recording it. I'm just trying to get everything perfect before I come to the studio and perfect it. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
But the 3 tunes that I've recorded, it's just like
it's a problem. Oh gosh.
It's a madder. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Madness, man.
Because you've been working a lot with Spark, and
Yeah,
I think that you're going to be recording the rest of it.
Every time I record it, it's just like, oh my god, oh my god.
And he don't get impressed too easily. So
Trust me.
That's good. All right, so I'll be looking forward to that. Right then. So, if people want to follow you on the social media platforms, how can they do this? Basically,
on Instagram, just write in Keeping Up with Trey, but with no spaces. Do you know what I mean? So Keeping Up with TRE. And then on my Twitter, it is Rolling with Trey.
Okay.
Yeah. And that, I think that's the same as my Snapchat as well. Them are the main 3 that I use.
Yeah. I think it's those are the ones that are popping with the youngsters still. So yeah, man. All right then, cool. Well, all I can say is thank you very much for coming down to WCRFM. I want to play one of your tracks. Now, obviously, on the low, that's our track of the month, so I can't. You're actually getting 2 plays on the show today, you know? But we're gonna play one of your other ones that I haven't played on the radio before. So which one do you want me to play?
I want you to play Personal.
Okay, what's the reason for that?
Reason is, there's actually a funny story behind it.
Go on.
You know what I mean? Obviously, a man's got to do what a man's got to do, innit?
Yeah.
But like, obviously, sometimes I used to get in a bit of disagreement with my missus and that, and I just thought, you know what? Instead of taking this energy and actually having a mad argument, I'm gonna write a song about it.
Okay.
And as I wrote the song about it, it kind of explained to her, and she's like, "Oh, okay, I get you.
Okay.
So don't take it personal." Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
If I've got to go do what I've got to go do, I've got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just don't take it personal, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So
I think I need to write a few songs like that. All right then, man. We're good. All right, Trey. Well, thank you very much for coming down. And we're going to play Personal right now on 101.8 WCRFM. Thank you.
Cool.